Oh, come on. The camera is about to die. That is great. What's up, you guys? Welcome back to Vet Med with Ray. If this video is your first time tuning into my channel, you obviously want to learn more about animals, and I'm obviously going to provide that service. So go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Like this video if you feel like it was very informational. Comment down, you know, what was the most thing that you liked, I don't know. And then go ahead and hit that bell so that way whenever I do post about animals or anything of that nature, you can always stay in the loop. So before we begin this video, you know we have our
fact or fake.
Listen up, use your ears, okay? If a calico cat is born male, they're in fact sterile and have the ability to reproduce. Okay? Let me know down in the comments what you guys' answers are, and of course at the end of the video we're gonna go through the results. Let's get into the topic of today's video. As you can tell by the title, we're going to be talking about vaccines, shots, dewormers, things of that nature, okay? So I'm only going to be going over that specific information in the correct way, if that makes sense. If you guys have any questions, or if you fit the category where you missed your shots, or you adopted a puppy and they didn't have any shots and they're so many years of age, I can make another video about like what to do if you've missed any, or if you get a puppy or a dog that's like 3 years old and they've never had anything and you don't know what step to take next. Then let me know in the comments, and then I can definitely provide that service and let you guys know. Make this plain and simple and easy. When you get a new puppy or a new kitten, they need shots. Plain and simple. Whenever you get a new dog or a new cat, because those are two different categories, they also need shots. So we're gonna start with puppies, since majority of people in the world own a puppy. Puppies start their vaccines at about 8 weeks, right? Anything earlier than 8 weeks are a little too young. Their body can't process that dosage and things like that. To anything later than that, it kind of puts them behind schedule. They might be at a greater risk for catching certain sicknesses and viruses and things like that. So it's really important and tentative to make sure that your puppy and your kitten get certain vaccines in that time frame they're supposed to, because you know their body's growing, it's developing, and you want to make sure that they're set for when they're an adult, and you know they're out there living their best life. So puppies will start their vaccines at 8 weeks. They will get their Bordetella and then their DAP shot, which is basically which is the distemper, and that protects against influenza, parvovirus, and things like that. Bordetella is what you get whenever, it's like the kennel cough. It's not a shot anymore. They do have injectables, but at my clinic we do an intranasal injection. So that protects against kennel cough for dogs that are boarded or go to the dog park, and they also get fecal tested for parasites and then deworm, which is going to be your parental. This is your basic deworm for like I think roundworms and whipworms, if I'm not mistaken. If other things are seen like tapeworms and stuff like that, heartworms, then they will be put on. They will go through a different set of testing, and they will be put on a different set of medication. At 11 weeks, they will get a booster shot of that distemper shot, excuse me. And they will also get another deworm. Puppies are so prone to getting sick. I've seen multiple cases where puppies get parvo, where puppies have tapeworm. 14 weeks, we will get our DAP lepto shot, which is our distemper with our lepto. And they will also get their third dewormer. And then at about 17 weeks, they will get that boosted shot of their DAP lepto. And they will also get a fecal deworm just to test to make sure we still don't have any parasites or anything. They will get that dewormer, and then they will get their first round of their rabies. That's just how things operate at my clinic. This is the timeline that we want to keep them on. That's pretty much it for the puppies whenever they get their shots. Am I like not in focus, or am I tripping? Okay, no, I'm good. Next we can talk about the little kitties. Since I've been working in the clinic, guys, my love for kittens has grown so much. Okay, so kittens follow the same path, at least at my clinic they follow the same path. 8 weeks, 11 weeks, 14 weeks, and 17 weeks. But since kittens and dogs are housed differently, they require different vaccines. So at 8 weeks, a kitten will get their FERCP, which is their feline distemper shot, and then they will also get a fecal deworm because they are also prone to getting different types of worms and parasites in their system, so they also need that same attention. And then again at 11 weeks, that feline distemper will be boosted, and then they will also get that deworm. Continuing this deworm cycle, I hope you guys get where I'm going. At 14 weeks, they will get another distemper, and then they will get their first FEOV, their feline leukemia virus shot. One thing that's very, very prevalent in the kitten community. Then their third deworm, and then at 17 weeks they will get their last feline distemper, their boosted feline leukemia, and then their first shot of rabies, and then their last fecal and distemper, just to ensure that there aren't any parasites. You know, we want to make sure that we're still deworming. As you can see from both, the rabies shot is given at 17 weeks for both kittens and dogs. Another shot. Maxon got caught on the cord. Oh my goodness. Okay, he fixed himself. They would get another rabies shot. I believe it's around either 8 months to a year, and then from there they'll get it every 3 years as long as they're on schedule. One other thing I wanted to mention that I've seen also while doing my research, some people, and even since me being at the clinic, some people don't get certain preventions such as flea prevention, heartworm prevention. It is very easy, I think. I'm not going to say it's very easy for heartworm to develop. What I will say is that fleas and ticks are very common in the canine and feline community. So being on prevention, both of my dogs are on prevention. They're on Simparica and then Try Hard for heartworm prevention, because fleas make our dogs itch, fleas make our cats itch, and when they ingest those fleas, and those fleas have certain things inside them like sicknesses, you know, to me they're just like mosquitoes. They carry all types of yucky stuff. They can start to develop heartworms inside of our puppies and our kittens, and I think that can really be avoided, especially being on flea prevention and on heartworm prevention. A lot of people might think it's just an extra cost. Oh, you know, they just want to make more money, but I've seen live images and live models of what these heartworms can do, and if you can prevent it, you know, prevent it. It's the same thing with yourself. If you can take vitamins and pills to prevent you from getting extremely sick, you're going to take those pills. Preventative care, flea and tick care, heartworm care, I think are definitely key essentials. We're not focused, baby. You need to focus. Why are we not focused? Okay, so I think that's going to complete our video. I hope you guys, and keep one thing that I see a lot. Do you like the way my chapstick smells? It smells like cherry. Okay, he's not a fan of cherry. But one thing I do see a lot is that a lot of people lose records of their vaccines, and I'm an advocate. When Max was a baby, I definitely lost his shot records, and it made it difficult to figure out what he needed, because you don't want to give them you don't want to keep giving them this same thing because, you know, they've already had it. But if you're losing the shot record, there's no date on when they had it, you know, they have no choice but to give it to them. So I would definitely say keep as detailed and as decent of a record as you can as possible, especially if you're getting them from breeders or you're getting them from just somebody off of the street. You never really know what they haven't had and things like that. So definitely say keep a good record. Thank you guys for tuning in to this video. I really hope you enjoyed this. I tried to make it as detailed and as informational as possible, because most of the other videos that I've seen, they weren't really saying much. You see he has epiphoria and things like that. So we have made it to the end of our video. We have to go over our fake or fact. Okay. Do you have your answer yet? Max, can you tell me your answer? Okay. Well, I know the answer, so it doesn't matter if he doesn't know the answer. So the answer to the question is, that is fake. If a male cat is born calico, if a calico cat is born male, they are in fact not sterile and cannot reproduce, which means they're fine. Hey, stop it. Stop it. Which means their bloodline ends with them. He's getting fussy. Dante wants to get in the room. So I will see you guys in the next video. I really hope you enjoyed it. Peace. Come on.